So it is 4:55 in the morning, and I was abruptly woken up out of my sleep. Um, I had a weird dream, but um, I really don't recall most of the dream, but it was something that was laid on my heart, and I have been asking God to reveal to me the things that I need to see so that I can make sure that I'm always protected and I'm always listening and I always have discernment at all times. And so, this has been building up now for a couple of days, and um it's something that I'm feeling deep inside, and I'm just asking God to give me the words to make sure that when I say what I'm saying, I'm not just speaking haphazardly, yet speaking with intention and speaking with clear expression of self, as well as um speaking uh, genuinely and truthfully from the core and pit of me. Now, I made a video called Spectators, right? Because I'm like, somebody's always watching, right? Somebody is always watching. And no, I know it's wrong. It's crazy. Um, Now, it's like after I made that video, I've been feeling this energy before I even made the video for real. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Um, like I said, I've been feeling this energy before I made that video. But it was like after I made that video, God started showing me some things, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, pause. This is expectation, but this is different. This is not just somebody watching you and observing and saying what you're doing or just, peeking and being nosy or whatever the case may be. It's deeper. And so I kept hearing monitoring spirits. And I was like, I've heard the terminology before. I kind of got a grasp or understanding of what a monitoring spirit is. However, at the same time, like, what really is a monitoring spirit? And so I cannot speak for anybody else. I can only speak for myself. And lately, in the last, I want to say, month, probably, God was showing me different people in my vicinity or in my connection that just ain't right. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And excuse me, I couldn't quite put my finger on it and identify exactly what was going on. But I knew that when I was talking to these people, although it's them and I'm talking to them and I'm interacting with them or whatever, I just kept getting the feeling of someone else inside of their body. And so I was like, I don't know. It was almost like they were being controlled as puppets. Like it's them and their physical form and their carnal energy or in their whatever. Yet I kept picking up energy of other people coming from them, like spewing from their lips. And so I was asking God, like, please give me discernment. Don't allow me to be triggered by my personal feelings or be triggered by the personal feelings and by the energy that I'm feeling from these people because like the best way I can describe it. So I was talking to a friend of mine who was a masculine. Yet as he was talking to me in his voice and saying the words he was saying, I was hearing and feeling a feminine energy coming from him, right? And as I looked in this person's eyes, it was like, okay, I see you, but I also see something else in you or on you or around you, and I couldn't understand what it was, and I didn't know how else to describe. I don't know how else to describe it or explain it, but it was really weird. And then it happened again with a totally different person, a person that's not even in the state. I was talking to this person. This time it was a female, and I'm having this great conversation, and then I just started getting this energy. It was almost like this person was asking me questions or saying things and prying to a degree. And as I'm talking to the person, I'm like, this isn't you. Like it was weird. It was just like, this isn't you. This isn't I can feel you, but I can also feel someone else's energy coming from you or coming off of you. And so I was like, God, what is this? What is going on? Like, this is weird. And then it happened again. And I'm like, okay, pause. Universe, you're showing me something. God, you're showing me something. God, you're opening my eyes to be aware and alert of something. And like when I get feelings or sensations, I'm starting to understand. Like at first I used to be weirded out, like, what is this? Oh, it feels like something's crawling on me and I'm swiping, or I get these tingly feelings or whatever. I'm like, oh, what is that? Or a cramp, or I would have like mysterious bruises, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what's going on? And I don't have bruises now because I'm learning about some things in that regard. But it will be just weird things, feeling like somebody tapping my shoulder, or hearing something and I look and there's nothing and no one there, or just feeling like the presence of someone else in the space when I'm literally in the space all by myself. And so I was like, what is this about? What is this about? So I started doing more research, and I've been telling you all that I've been going to Bible study and I've been reading my Bible. Kudos to me. I have been really praying and asking God to give me discernment and to open my spiritual eyes and ears that I may be in the know. Open my mind, Lord, to what you need me to open my mind to, so that I can be aware and alert of what is lurking around me. And so I kept hearing monitoring spirits, monitoring spirits, monitoring spirits. So I'm like, okay, let's process this. What is a monitoring spirit? And so I never looked it up. I never researched it. Like I said, I didn't go super in depth with it. I just kept asking God to reveal to me what it is. And God kept putting these people around me. And I'm like, God, why you keep putting these people around me? I don't want to be around these. I was like, I don't want to be around these people. Yeah, I know you can't always control who or what you're around at times. Sometimes you have to be in an environment that you really just don't want to be in, yet you're required to be there. Right. And so I'm like, okay, help me. Right. So I'm looking it up. It says monitoring spirits, and some spiritual and Christian beliefs refers to demonic entities or people influenced by them that watch, study, and report on a person's life to hinder their progress, cause setbacks, and block blessings, often operating through gossip, distractions, recurring nightmares, or sudden conflicts. And though the Bible does not use the exact term, but it acknowledges it as an evil spirit or a force in which, believers encounter. Now, I believe I am a child of God. I trust in God. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus and understand the teachings of Jesus, and I interpret it how I interpret it. I cannot tell someone else how to interpret what they interpret or how they process what they process. What I will say is this, though. When I asked for discernment and I asked God to help me understand what the whole purpose of a monitoring spirit was, I had already kind of had a knowing and understanding of it. Right? Now, I'm about to break it down. The dude or the male friend that I was talking to, my homeboy, because he's really my homeboy for real. As I was talking to him, and I kept saying, I feel this feminine energy on you. I feel this feminine energy. I'm thinking to myself, because I'm not saying it out loud, because I don't want to seem crazy or seem, asinine or weird or whatever the case may be. I'm just like, yo, something's not right about you. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. I just know that it's something behind you that's seeking to get to me in some kind of way, whether it be you being manipulated or you being manipulative. And after getting to know you in several different facets and different spaces and places, I know that this is not your typical normal energy. And then it was like, as he kept talking, I started hearing the feminine voice. So I'm like, oh shit, I know this voice. I know this person. I know this energy. Oh snap. Why is it coming off of you? Oh, you are being controlled by her. You are being accessed by her. You are being influenced by her and her energy. And so I was having a conversation with someone last night, and I was telling them, like, I'm very particular about my energy and who I put my energy around and who I spend time with and things of that nature. And for real, God has been telling me for a minute to just kind of fall back from the whole situation as a whole. And I was just like, man, I don't know. And I'm like, humming and howling. Every time I said this shit last night too, bro. Every time I don't listen, every time I don't listen, I find myself in some crazy stuff that I don't even want to be in, right? So I was like, okay, I just need some more clarity because I know that there's more to this lesson that I'm not getting, that I'm not grasping, that I'm not fully understanding. And I need some more meat and potatoes for me to hold the weight of this lesson, of this message, right? And so God was like, all right, I got one for you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you because you want to be hard headed. You don't want to listen to me. I'm trying to tell you, just do it the way I'm telling you to do it. And I'm like, it's not that I don't want to do what you want me to do, Lord. I just don't know how to do what you want me to do. I don't know how to how to produce what it is you're asking me to do in the manner in which you're asking me to do it. I need a little bit more understanding. I need a little bit more comprehension. I need a little bit more, you know, clarity. And so I'm I sat with it and I'm sitting with it and I'm sitting with it. And then what came to me was your energy is sacred, right? Your energy is important. Your energy is special. Your energy is your life force essence that allows you to be up alive in the land of the living and be able to function and flow in your light force energy, right? And when you interact or engage in communications or connections with people who are not like you, who don't take the time to get to know you or want to know you, who are not moving in the same effort and the same integrity that you're moving in, you begin to kind of shrink yourself or dim yourself or see yourself differently around these people, or you'll show up differently or act or behave differently when you are in their vicinity. And it's not because you don't want to be yourself, it's because you can sense that something's not right. And I'm learning that you got to pay attention to self. And me paying attention to self has shown me that your monitoring spirits is the enemy right there in your face playing with you. And you can continue to play with that spirit or that energy if you want to, and be afraid if you want to, and not show up and be like, look, bro, I'm gonna need you to fall back and step back, or having the discernment to say, you know what, thank you for your time, effort, and energy, but I'm not interested. You're not welcome here. I don't think it's good for us to continue. Peace, love, and light. Keep it moving. You want to play like that and not actually, speak up, God is going to let that person or that energy or that spirit be nosy, see what's going on, and he's going to let them play with you until you are willing to listen to what he's saying to you or what he's trying to show you. Now, I've had 3 separate occasions happen in this 1 week on different days where somebody was saying something to me or somebody was talking to me and I'm listening to them. Yet at the same time, I'm feeling the disdain. I'm feeling the disgust. I'm feeling the envy, the jealousy. I'm feeling just all this stuff coming off of them. But they talking to me like they my friend. Oh, girl, it's gonna be all right. And then be because I'm working on this one. Be careful of holding conversations with people when you just talking. if you not focusing and talking about your own shit and you wind up talking about somebody else's shit, you are gossiping. When you're talking about somebody behind their back and they don't know what's going on and whatever the case may be, even though, and I said this in a previous video, even though you may not be talking directly to them, you are talking about them. Therefore, whatever you're saying about them is being heard, whether you think it's being heard or not, whether the cat go back and carry the message or not. The spirit world is different from the physical world. Whatever you say was felt some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion, or showed up in that person's life in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It dimmed their energy, dimmed their light in some way. It's like taking a nick at somebody, right? Right? Because you're talking about them. You're pulling on their energy, right? And monitoring spirits are big for doing that. They thrive off of pulling on your energy and sucking you dry, pulling you into situations, conversations, scenarios, people, places, and things, or putting you in the vicinity of people, places, and things that are not conducive to your well-being, that go against the grain of everything you say and know that you are. Yet you keep putting yourself in that environment because it's like, well, I don't know how to get out of it. Monitoring spirits are individuals or spirits that or people that want to know what's going on just so they can have something to talk about. Just so they can point the finger and say he oh she fell off, or he oh he fell off, or look at this and look at that, just to have something to talk about. And then you have people that will say, well, I'm about to go see what's going on, I'm about to go be nosy. You allowing the energy of a monk, you're opening the door to a energy to allow it to take space or precedence in your life, and you are allowing your vessel to be used by another entity. And I'm thanking God in this moment for giving me this message, this information, because when I say something just wasn't right, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, I don't know what it is. And I came home, I went to sleep and everything. I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't have even went because I enjoyed myself, okay, but I wasn't myself. I wasn't fully me. I didn't feel grounded in myself. I just felt off, right? And I didn't know how to explain it or describe it. I felt off, right? And I got home and I felt at peace when I came home. I'm like, all right, I'm liking this. What was that about? What was going on in that situation, scenario? What was happening? What was transpiring? And I was like, I don't know. You know what? I'm not even going to trip. God, thank you for bringing me home, getting me home safely. You know what the case may be. It is what it is. Let me just go to sleep. Lord, watch over and protect me in my sleep. And whatever I need to know, reveal it to me. So I went to bed, like I said, and I woke up abruptly this morning. And it was like, boom, that chick, that ninja, they puppets. Now, recently, I have been requested to attend church on several different occasions by several different people for several different reasons. And I'm going to be 100% frank. I ain't going because I don't want to be there. And I'm not going because I haven't been called to be in that space or that place at that time. So if it's not laid on my heart, if God not talking to me and saying, hey sis, I need you to come holler, I got to let you know something. I got some messages for you. I got some information for you. I'm not rocking with it. And people be like, oh, you're supposed to fellowship. That's part of the religion. Pause. Friend, I never said I was a religious person. Whoever told you that? I never said I follow or practice any religion. I never said I conform to this one religion. I believe in one true God and in the God of creation of all space, time, and continue. I respect other people's stances and their relationships and their religions and where they come from. I don't proclaim that what I believe is better than anything else and anybody else and what they got going. That's not for me to do. That's not for me to do. You're supposed to have your own spiritual relationship with self and what you choose to believe in terms of your higher power. I believe in God. I'm not going to sit here and tell somebody else don't believe in God and believe in Jesus or believe in whatever. That's your journey. That's your walk. Who am I to tell you that you right or you wrong? And other people will condemn each other and be like, oh, God said this and Jesus said this and Allah said that and Allah said this and Buddha this. And I'm not about to do that. I'm not that one. I'm not a religious person. I've never been more so a religious person, although I was indoctrinated into it at a young age and exposed to certain things at a young age. I've come to find my own belief. I've had journeys. I've explored Muslim religion and the Islam. No disrespect to them. I explored Buddhism. No disrespect to them. Right? My mother was big on it. My mother was big on exploring different religions and understanding and knowing them to respect them. And then I talked to somebody and they was like, you agnostic. And I said, pause for what's that? Educate me, right? And I was like, okay, I want to understand. He said, well, agnostic individuals are beings. They believe in one true God. And, they don't believe in, different things. It says a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God or of anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith nor disbelief in God. And I was like, well, mm. And I was like, well, it's not that I don't commit, because I commit. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, I don't know everything about God. But then I was like, pause, I don't agree to that either. I'm not about to pick up something that doesn't belong to me. I'm not about to label myself. When people ask me, I said I'm non-denominational. I don't claim any denomination. I don't claim any spiritual sect or cult or anything. I just am. I believe that there is one true creator of all things. I don't God is the source of the technical term that I use. I read the Bible. I study the Bible. I've read the Quran. It doesn't mean I have to adhere to what's being said there. I believe the Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth. It is. I believe that the stories that are written in the Bible are written from firsthand accounts of individuals or beings who experienced phenomenon in their life, from coming into connection and coming into understanding with certain spiritual aspects through nature, through communication. How do I know what happened? I wasn't back there at that point. At that point in time when creation transpired, or when Noah built the ark, or when Moses led the people free, I wasn't there. I can read what was written and ask God to reveal to me what I need to know. Ask Source, the creator of the universe, what I need to know. That doesn't mean that I disrespect or disregard anyone else's stance or their connection. It's not for me to judge you and tell you you wrong because you don't believe in God or you don't believe. Friend, your life is your life. Your walk is your walk. What's mine is mine. And I'm not gonna let nobody make me feel bad about that. And what really brought this message to the forefront for me was these individuals or beings or people that have been popping up. I'm grateful for them popping up the way they've been popping up, because my eyes are opening to them and I'm seeing them and seeing shit around them and saying stuff that I just am not rocking with. I'm feeling, right? I'm feeling that they are not all the way there, that it's something inside of them besides besides their true energy that's they supposed to be in it. That these people pop, it's like their movie, they clone Tyrone. Bro, I can't be serious to save my life. But it's like, yeah, they cloned Tyrone through eating chicken, right? The people they was smashing on the chicken. They was going in on bro. I'm sorry. they I try not to laugh, but it's like when you try not to laugh, you laugh harder. I'm sorry. But I'm thinking about the movie they cloned Tyrone, and I don't know why that just came to me. But it's like, yo, think about it. Have you ever been in the vicinity or the presence of a person that you supposed to be cool with, or that you build a connection or relationship with, right? And you talking to them, but you feel the energy of a different person that y'all might be cool with or in the same circle, right? But you feel that other person coming through this person over here. I asked God to reveal to me what I needed to know. And when I asked God for clarity, he said, I heard the whisper, be careful. Don't trust that. Don't trust that person. Don't trust that being. They shit ain't right. A monitoring spirit is a person that allows another person to influence them, to do things or persuade them to do things that they don't really necessarily want to do. And if you are not firm enough to say, no, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to be there, or I choose not to be present, or I choose not to interact with you, you're going to allow yourself to be susceptible to whatever the purpose of that monitoring spirit was set for. Now, I'm a spin the block a little bit because I really want to get this out and I want this message to make sense. And I really want to give more information than what I've already given. I don't want this message to be super long though, because I know that people don't want to sit and listen to you ramble. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't want to ramble. I really want to explain and express what I experienced. And I told you I made the video spectators. I always feel like somebody watching me, right? It's because I'm always being watched. I know it. I can feel when somebody's watching me. Even when I'm in my room by myself, I can feel that shit. I be like, oh, all right. They trying people see what's going on. Huh? Ain't shit popping over here. You feel me? Shorty, I'm chilling. What's up? What's good? You can go be free. You're not welcome here. Get out. And I'll tell it. Get out. You're not welcome here. Peace. Go be free. You know what I'm saying? You got peace out. I'll tell somebody in a heartbeat, you gotta go, y'all. I'm not rocking with none of that. Or I'm out. I'm not rocking with none of that. Now, I wanna go deeper because I really, really want this to make sense. And I want this to reach the specific person that is meant for. I see you. Stop playing with me. I'm being nice because I genuinely care about you as a person, as a human being. God said, love your enemies as you love yourself. Love everything and everyone around you because we are all connected. Loving you is loving the God in you, respecting and accepting the God in you. However, when you're not operating at that capacity and you haven't reached that level or reached that height in your own personal growth, I'm gonna need you to fall 10 steps back, friend. I love you with everything in me, but what I'm not about to do is let you play with me. Life is too short and I've come too far and I've put in too much work to allow you to come into my life and think that you're going to manipulate or dictate or take from me what's mine, what I work for, what I've earned, what I deserve. I don't care what your situation is. I pray for it. I pray that God gives you healing. I pray that God gives you understanding. I pray that God gives you discernment for you and yours. However, what's not about to flow or go down is me allowing you to continue to be in my presence. I have a good time. We all have good times when we interact and hang out with the ones that we quote unquote call friends. Yet, when you go home and you sit by yourself and you start to really process and reflect and think about, what did we talk about? What was so fun about that experience? What did I learn? What did I gain? What did I really experience? Like, yeah, I had a good time. But as I thought of it, I'm like, yo, we sitting here talking about this person. We sitting here talking about that person. We made fun of this person. And bro, there was some shit to be, excuse me, there was some stuff to be seen. And I'm just like, bro, I need somebody to help me really big. I'm not about to sit here with you and kiki and kick the bobo talking about that one. When we ain't got no room to talk neither. Cause we all going through shit. We all are holding our own skeletons in our closet. So how we sitting here talking about somebody else? Half us ain't got our stuff together. Half us ain't got our stuff together at all. Let alone even taking the steps to get it together. Yet you want to sit here and talk about somebody. And I'm calling myself out. Because I'm famous for cracking a little joke here and there. You know what I'm saying? If I see some shit, I'm like, bro, what is that? You know what I'm saying? I even give people nicknames. I'm for real. I got somebody, I call them pork chops and chunky. I got somebody, I call bro Curious George. Like, I do. I'm not saying I'm right, because I know I'm not right. Because how would I feel if somebody said something or called me a different name or gave me a name that they thought connected to me or made them think of a character or whatever the case may be? That's not right. Right? That's not right. So not only am I calling out those individuals who are allowing themselves to be used, who don't even realize they're allowing themselves to be used, I'm calling out the gossip mongers. I'm calling out myself because I'm famous for running my mouth. Yes, I am. I'm calling out the naysayers. I'm calling out the nitpickers. Y'all monitoring spirits. Y'all watching, y'all spectating. And not only are you spectating, you forming opinions or you spreading or sharing your personal opinion, your feeling about whatever's going on, or you open the door to an entity or energy to come in and make a connection with you on that vibrational frequency or that level, and now you're allowing yourself to go off and do some shit that you weren't even supposed to be doing in the first place, or saying some stuff you shouldn't even be saying in the first place, but you know you shouldn't even be saying. Yeah, in the moment it's kiki, you funny and it's laugh, ha, he. However, at the end of the day, are you really operating how you should be operating? We call ourselves children of God, and I'm a child of God. And, okay, I do believe I'm supposed to be a child of God. We are children of God. If you're children of God, or you're a child of God, children of God and children of God, or a child of God, should carry themselves to a certain regard, with a certain respect, to a certain caliber. Meaning, I'm not standing around talking about Tommy, Katie, Sue, and them, and John, and Bebop, and Billy, and them. Like, when I'm hearing these things being said, I'm actually removing myself. Well, all right, y'all, I'm out. I'll catch y'all later. I'm not engaging in it, right? And so I was asking God about this because I'm like, what is this? What is this? Okay. I've allowed this energy and entity to come into my space because I made a choice to be around it. I made a choice to engage in it. I made a choice to vibrate at that vibrational frequency. Therefore, I'm allowing this energy or this entity to come into my space. This attitude, this mindset, this mentality to come into my space. Monitoring spirits are people who come in and gossip and kiki and kick the bobo with you and then carry whatever y'all was talking about over to the next conversation or the next group of beings and then talk about you. Like they said, if that's why if they talk about people, they talking about you. If they gossip about somebody else, you better believe that they gossiping about you too. There's been some stuff said about you too behind your back, whether it was behind your back or to your face. I know some people that say it behind your back and to your face don't give two fucks about it. That's different. I can rock with you because you know you're speaking your own truth in a different way. You rocking a different energy. You don't give a fuck. I can respect that a little bit more than you coming in my face and kiki and smiling in my face and everything cool, and then you talking about everybody else or whatever, and then you leave and you go talk about me behind my back and doing the same thing with somebody else. I can't respect that. Tell me to my face. I tell people hurt my feelings. Tell me the truth. Let me know, because I always say most of the time people because it's some truth in there somewhere, but a lot of times it's enviousness. It's jealousies. And jealousies and infidelity. I don't know why I just heard that Nas song. You better find out before your time's out. What the? If I rule the world. Yeah. I love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls. Could it be? If you could be mine, we both shine. If I rule the world. Still living for today in its last days and time. If I rule the world and everything in it, sky's the limit. I push a cube 4 or 5 infinity. I'm digressing. I'm gonna say this though. Be careful of the company you keep. Be careful of what you say you will and will not do and how you show up for you. Are you truly being true to you? When you are found or find yourself engaged in a situation or scenario and it just don't feel right, trust your intuition. Intuition's talking to you. Because baby, when I say my shit was screaming last, my shit was screaming. I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't, and then like so I went out to sing. We went to karaoke and it was fun. But I'm like, this don't feel. Baby, when I say I can blow, I can really blow. I can sing my ass off when I really want to, and I'm not planning to make the goofy. But for some reason, I was extremely shy, and I am extremely shy, but I'm not shy when it comes to singing karaoke. I like to sing karaoke. I love singing. I love the opportunity to get on stage and sing and share my voice. For some reason, I could not do that shit last night. I'm like, what is this about? What is going on? What is happening? What is this? And I'm like, yo, all right, all right. And I sat and I'm thinking and I'm like, all right. And then my friend and I, we had a conversation and I'm like, all right. And I love this woman. I swear, she's like a mother figure to me, right? It's just some things that I am seeing within her that God is revealing within me that I need to change. I am not who you are. I am me. And like they say, be careful of the company you keep. My mom used to say, birds of a feather, they flock together, right? Or the saying, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And it was something that she said that just hit different. It's not the dead that you should be afraid of. And my mom took it further. My mom just said, it's not the dead you should be afraid of, it's the living that don't give you peace. And I was like, when she said this shit, I'm like, ooh, it hit. I felt it. And I'm like, it's not the day you should be afraid of. Why? Where did it come? And I started crying because I started thinking, my mom, today's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, mommy, baby. I love you. I miss you. My mom is dead and gone. God rest her soul. She said, it's not the dead you should be afraid of. When she said it, I instantly felt my mom. And I was like, oh, mommy, you using her as a vessel. Okay, ma, you coming through it. Monitoring spirits don't always have to be negative spirits or negative energy. It can sometimes be your spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or excuse me, source. Excuse me, that is coming through. Excuse me, that's coming through or using the vessel in the surrounding or vicinity of you to relay a message to you to pay attention. Not all monitoring spirits are bad or evil, and that is something that needs to be deeper explained and explored into, right? They say signs and synchronicities. Spirit show you what you need to know. And spirit will reveal to you what needs to be revealed to you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So when I said I was talking to the dude and I could hear and feel the woman, I'm like, oh, you dealing with some shit. You dealing with something. I don't want no parts of that. I'm good. I'm out. I chuck the deuces. I'm talking to my I don't want to relate it. I don't want to divulge that much, but I was talking to the young lady. And I was feeling her mother's energy so heavy. I'm like, yo, why I'm feeling your mother coming through so bad? And I'm like, all right, this, your mother's using you to pry to get information to talk to me or get information to see where I'm at spiritually. Since I already done been there, I'm peeping game. Oh, all right, y'all playing games? Bet, say less. Like my spiritual discernment is on another level right now, and I'm not playing with people. Stop fucking playing with me. Like I'm learning about myself and I'm realizing I am the quiet storm. And I don't give two don't play with me. Don't. I don't have to do anything to you because you're going to do it to yourself. Like they say, you give them enough rope, they're going to hang themselves. And it's funny because as soon as I said that, I kept thinking, because I've been thinking about the movie Home all week. As my daughter kept saying, can I come into the out now? Can I come into the out now? Can I come into the out now? Can you come into the out now and stop playing with me? Can you be real? Can you hold your own and not allow someone else to influence you, right? Or persuade you or distract you or manipulate you or play in your face. See, I don't be wanting to say stuff because I don't be wanting to hurt people's feelings. Because when I say I'm detached, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to hang out with you. I don't have to spend time with you. I don't have to be around you at all. I like being in my own energy. I like being by myself. I enjoy being by myself. I'm good with it. I can fellowship with who I feel or need or deem fit to fellowship with, or who God tells me to fellowship with, or I'll say who Spirit tells me to fellowship with. I don't need to be around that or you. And I'm not going to lose or miss no sleep. Because baby, when I say I got home at 12:30 and I ain't go to bed till 1 o'clock and I woke up at 4 o'clock on the dot and I was Gucci, I'm well rested. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful to God, Source, Spirit, my ancestors, my spirit guides, my angels that watch over and protect me. I thank the Holy Spirit for revealing to me what I need to know, what I need to see, what I need to understand. Because baby, when I say people will come in your life and wreak havoc and play with you, they will. And they'll have access to do it because you allowed it. You engaged. You interacted. You joined in. Be careful what you join in. Be careful what you put yourself around. Be careful what you speak. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you ask for. Because you never know when somebody is lurking. And I said, I always feel like somebody's watching me. And I have no privacy. Oh, I ain't nothing to hide though. So I really don't give a fuck. But at the same time, yo, fall back, yo. Take several seats. And then some. Because I'm not the one or two or the mother three. At all. And I don't gotta throw bowls at you and put my hands on you or none of that. I just know that you have to have discernment in your spirit. Many of us know when shit not genuine, yet we still engage. When you do that, you're weakening your energetic force field. You are opening a portal or a door to yourself to allow that energy and effort or essence or whatever to come into you. So you have to be very discerning of people, places, and things, and what you allow to come around you, or be next to you, or be anywhere near you or in you. Be careful of the company you keep. And with that, I'm going to end my message, and it's a little bit long, and I'm sorry, and I pray that whatever was said, it resonates and it reaches somebody and it makes sense to you. And with that being said, I'm going to say peace to thine own self. Be true.